when I dive into a deeper field of energy, when I have no eyes to see what lies ahead of me, I will be one with a vibration where boundless joy breeds wild elation. When I dive into a deeper field of energy, when I have exhausted human physicality, I will embrace my resurrection as I move through a new dimension. So don't you worry, don't you fret, trust me, I got no regret at all. Into space and out of time, I'll find my wings and learn to fly from a free fall. When I dive into a deeper field of energy, when to leave my body has become what's best for me, I will feel from a fresh perception what I have known since my inception. So don't you worry, don't you fret, trust me, I got no regret at all. Into space and out of time, I'll find my wings and learn to fly from a free fall. When I dive into a deeper field of energy, gonna dive in, baby, when I dive into a deeper field of energy, gonna dive in, baby, when I dive into a deeper field of energy, gonna dive in, baby, when I dive into a deeper field of energy. So don't you worry, don't you fret, trust me, I got no regret at all. Into space and out of time, I'll find my wings and learn to fly from a free fall. When I dive into a deeper field of energy, gonna dive in, baby, when I dive into a deeper field of energy, gonna dive in, baby, when I dive into a deeper field of energy, gonna dive in, baby, when I dive into a deeper field of energy.
Hello. Welcome to our online Midweek Mindfulness service. I'm Betty Cook, and I'd like to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living Kansas City's Wednesday night service this week. It feels like such a long time since I've done a service, but it's only been 5 weeks. I am absolutely in love with all the colors right now around us. I'm an artist by birth and avocation, but also genetics, as my father painted. And I just keep feeling the walking canvas all around us right now. Just down 39th Street on the left as you head east, there's a tree with 4 or 5 different colors all on one tree. I don't know the species, but it fascinates me. And so do the golden ginkgos that I never notice in summer, but that knock me out right now. since you see the fan shape of the leaves waving in the breeze, like the whole tree is fanning itself. I just wanted to share some things that I've noticed in my more mindful moments, even as I pass down 39th. I like to open our service with prayer today, and I'm highlighting the time of year that begins this Sunday as we try to end our relationship with daylight savings time. I'm hearing it will end soon, and every year I wonder if it'll be this year, if this is the year it's going to be that way. But alas, we have it once again. So this Sunday will be daylight savings time. And since it is, I ask you to join me in this prayer. I know there is one restful presence in the universe, and I know that presence is spirit. I know as I feel the shortened rays of light that illuminate my world, that there is a necessary peace and time to pause in the blanket of darkness that is the quiet of autumn. It is easy to feel the warmth and light of our days as I enjoy the plants and animals around me. Spirit and the time we need for renewal and rest are in the darkness as well. I remind myself that flowering bulbs that delight in the spring are only possible because of their time in the cold and dark of the winter night. Likewise, the seed of possibility that exists for us begins in its journey in the moist, cool soil of the universal mind. The earth takes its rest, and I have the opportunity to breathe, renew, and enjoy the time that is my greatest rest. I am grateful for the quiet time I am given today. I am grateful that the dark allows me to see the light so much better, and I accept the peace that is spirit as I say, and so it is. I opened our time today by sharing with you some of the things I've noticed by taking time to pause and see and notice the incredible display of beautiful color that the trees are giving us. It is one way to become mindful. The other way is what I've been experiencing the last 4 weeks or so in the life I live with my family. Isn't that interesting how that works? We can have weeks and weeks of rather mundane routine, comforting and comfortable, and we don't move very far from what we usually do, who we usually see, and what we usually feel and experience. It's a kind of comfortable humming that can fill our days, even to the extent that we lose what day it is or we lose what month it is. Then, a single instance or even someone else's crisis is right in the middle of our lives, and bam, everything begins to move in slow motion. As our comfort zone disappears, we are forced to deal with the now and not in the way we would like. I've been asked to see the God in my sister lately, and I will confess that it isn't the easiest thing for me. It is difficult enough that my father came to me in a dream to remind me of his favorite aspect of God, absolute grace. I began thinking about grace, my father's concept, and how I experience it now. I also began thinking about why we needed grace, that of a fall from it or some kind of falling, when we lean into our faith and ask Spirit to help us figure out what to do. Here's the thing. I've been mulching and sweeping and mulching and raking because my home is surrounded by old growth oak trees. They are definitely busy reminding me what fall is all about. You see some of those in front of you right now. As I was thinking about my sister and watching the trees, I began to think about all the stories I had about our time together from childhood to today. My sister has struggled with mental illness her entire life, so each of us has our stories about our feelings of frustration and anger and resentment, and just judgment of who she is and what she's done, either to herself or to us. We all have our stories, that's for sure. As I watched the leaves come down, I let myself stop thinking about what I was going to do with them, and I noticed we give trees absolute grace, don't we? We admire their time of transition, which they have every year. We rarely think of the oxygen or shade they've given us while we rake or mulch away, but in looking at their wonderful colors and watching the graceful process of shedding what they no longer need as they go dormant, we don't judge the trees for being trees. We just let the leaves fall. Admire the graceful, wonderful, and often gentle way that they do that. And we pick them up or move them or mulch them or move them on to a useful existence. or no particular use at all. We just allow them to lay there and be. Why can I give the tree something so easily, and it is so difficult to give the same thing to my sister? I think that's the way grace works. At least it was according to my father. For him, it was the great balancer to original sin. We didn't do anything to come into being with that, and we don't do anything to earn absolute grace. It is always given. It is always a part of the life of spirit that we live as us. Ernest Holmes says this about grace. As the fall of man was brought about through his own act, so the rise of man will be accomplished through his own act. God already is. Salvation is not a thing, but a way. The way of salvation is through the realization of man's unity with the whole. Grace is the givingness of the Spirit to its creation, and is not a special law, but is a specialized one. In other words, grace is, but we need to recognize it. It is not something that God imposed upon us, but is the logical result of the correct acceptance of life and of a correct relationship with the Spirit. We are saved by grace to the extent that we believe in, accept, and seek to embody the law of good, for the law of good is ever a law of liberty and never one of limitation. I know it's difficult for a tree to disappoint me with its behavior and fairly easy for humans to do so, but maybe it shouldn't be. Maybe I should give at least as much admiration to the struggle and the humanity of living with mental illness as I do to the transformation of a living leaf to a falling leaf. Everything falls now and then. Grace is the soft place we provide for the landing. I encourage you to take that idea into meditation with you as you ask yourself, how can I afford those in my life the same amount of acceptance and admiration, as well as grace, as I do to the trees around me right now? I invite you to relax into your chair. Take a couple of deep and cleansing breaths to try to shake out some of the tension of the day. Find that place that feels neutral to your body. I have 10 minutes of meditation with music, and I will then have 10 minutes of silent meditation. So I invite you to breathe, to think about that gentle and gently falling leaf that makes it easy to remember how easy it is to fall, that the tree never worries about and the leaf never worries about whether the ground will catch it. We don't worry whether there's enough ground to catch all the leaves. There's always abundance. There's an abundance of grace and love and compassion. And let's just see if we can have that for ourselves. I invite you to come back, and I'm going to end our meditation part of the service with this song by Lynn Floyd.
Everything beneath the sun breathes like a harmonium. Pure perfection has begun, shining like a midnight sun. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone. Let me be an instrument, guided by an heaven sent. May these grapes of pain ferment, alchemize to love's content. Ever be a sacrament, knowing God is my intent. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Rolling like a thundercloud, let me live my love out loud. Standing for mankind and proud, baptized in a holy shroud. Peace be still and know me now. God is in all I have found. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. God, let me know your name. Hold me in the same breath as your word. God, I feel you all around. Oh, how you astound me with your grace. Out of darkness I have come. I see God in everyone.
I thank you for joining me, and may your day and week be filled with endless opportunities to practice and recognize the grace all around and within you. I would like to close with this prayer. I know there is one mind and one song in the universe, and that song is spirit. I hear that melody every moment of my life, and I am harmonious with that presence as I experience it through me. I am the music, and I know the lyrics of everything that is. I realize that I am one with the one mind, and the one voice is my voice. I know that I become aware of what I need to do when I listen to the still small voice within. I am filled with overwhelming joy as I acknowledge that my meditation and prayer allow me to practice the presence of God. In often unexpected ways, Spirit provides me the answers I need and the inspiration to create new and inspiring avenues to my good. I am grateful for the one mind, for my ability to hear and know the answers within, and for the symphony that is God in my life. I release this knowing into the law, and I know that every answer I need I already have, as I say, and so it is. Have a wonderful week, and come back and see us next time.